Hi, Doug from Doug Sackville, Gold Coast, here to talk about your inshore fishing report for this weekend, the 12th and 13th of June 2021. Okay, we'll start up jumping pin away as we always do. Definitely this week, the prawns are on. Okay, they're still on. Spoke to a mate of mine this morning, went up there and absolutely brained it. He reckons he's getting like 2 kilos a cast. That was around about just on the high tide, around 7 o'clock this morning, around Horizon Shores. Okay, so at the front. Really mass in that area. Um, Good prawns and plenty of them. So if you want to chase prawns, that's the go. If you want to chase flatties, there are heaps of flatties around. There's not many big ones, but there's lots of little ones. So great fun for casting, obviously, your small lures and stuff around. But definitely, if I had a choice on the flatties, I'd be using two types of things. I'd be using little vibes, and I'd be using the soft vibe and also the hard vibe. So the soft vibe, I like to cast around and just slowly wind on the weed beds, particularly on the high tides. You got high tide in the morning, I think around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So if you cast little things like that over the top of the weed bed, if you can see that alright, that's a little samaki thumper tail. A little paddle tail goes with that, and they just smack them really badly. So cast it out, sink down, just twitch, and just slow wind it over just above the weed so they don't get caught in the weed. Okay. Once the tide starts to drop a bit, you either cast plastics up into the edge of the bank and hop it back out into the deep, or you can vibe the deep, which is something like the Eco Gear ZX41s or 43s. I've got both these in stock. They're a great lure. You can also catch arrow squid on this time of the year, as you know. Fantastic thing. Definitely worth a go. Other thing up that way is here's the Bream around Crusoe Island. There's a few whiting around the bays, again, both bays at the end of South Stradbroke Island. If the swell stays down, which it hopefully will, I'll be definitely looking at chasing a few tailor on the northern end of South Stradbroke Island and in the gutter where it closes out, maybe from a boat, trolling lures along the front of the gutter there, if it's not too rough. Yeah, give that a go. The weather's looking really good, so definitely worth a try, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend, so get up there and have a shot. If you back down towards the Gold Coast way, the squid are really starting to rock up down everywhere, so anywhere from sort of Sovereign Island all the way through to near probably the trawlers at Versace there, in both sides of the channel, western channel, eastern channel, on the edge of the channel, in the deeper water, and just drifting and just slow hopping, things like that. So that's I showed us before, the flash shad in the little prawn colour, and many other colours. The yellows work real good, the pinks work real good. They all work really good actually. So I'm casting this type of thing, and I'm just slowly working it on the bottom, letting it drag actually on the bottom for maybe that length of on the bottom, boom, 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 and then lift it again. And I'll generally grab it while it's dragging, believe it or not. It's strange as. So in doing that, you have another line out on your boat, sit in the rod holder, preferably low rod holder, so it's fairly flat and not sitting up in the air like that. And just put a bit bigger size on, something like that type of thing, and just leave it in the rod holder, dragging nearly on the bottom. I might obviously get weed, and then you take it off and clean it up and throw it back out again. But just throw it sort of a bit around the depth, a bit further depth. So if it's 4 meters deep, cast it 5 meters. Okay. So there's an incline on the line on your top when you're drifting. It'll be very close to the bottom, and then I'll just self hook. There, you see the rod take off. So yeah, so squid definitely on. Flatties around Crab Island, very good. On the high tide, the first to run out this weekend, so perfect tide for it. Definitely up the Aldershots, definitely around Browns Bay, and down on the inside of towards Courage on Stratty. You can troll lures along the edge of the bank there, on the edge of Stratty, or you can cast vibes, or like the one we showed earlier. That's sort of Samaki one type there. If you want to have a go for jewies, there are a few jewies in the seaway as well. I use a bit bigger vibe, sort of that sort of size there, particularly on the high tide. So it's a really good tide for jewfish this weekend as well, in the morning and the evening. And jewies will be definitely worth a go, either live baits or big vibes, and give them a shot. And whiting wise, I'd probably look at starting to go back up the Narang River. The hidden dams stop flowing over, and the water's starting to really clear up. So definitely up around the council chambers. Again, good tide this weekend. They won't really start to bite till probably around 7 or 8 o'clock when the tide starts turning to go run out. But definitely you'll get a few just on darker, and then a few once the tide starts running out. On the beach, well, definitely perfect beach weather for tail, and the tail is starting to rock up. They've been really good down around Ballina, Evans Head, and further south. but they are starting to progress further up this way. And as you see, the mullet, they always follow the mullet, so do the bream and everything else. So a lot of bream being caught on the beaches at the moment, and good size too. Beautiful clear ones, so, and a few whiting as well. So definitely beach fishing, small swell, no wind, cold though. So get your waders out and your woolies, and get down the beach and have a fish for the tailor and whatever else. Stand there both day and night time, but preferably early morning and evening. Okay, that's probably about it for the surf and beach report and broadwater. And we'll catch you next week. Take a bit from Douglas Tackle Worlds. Good luck on the weekend. Thank you. Bye.